Hello, my beautiful chosen ones. Welcome back to a safe space, a sacred space. Take a deep cleansing breath with me right now. Let your shoulders drop. Inhale the light and exhale all the heavy, chaotic energy of the day. Today's reading is pulling us into a frequency that is profoundly intense, incredibly mysterious, and overwhelmingly destined. We are tapping into the energy of someone who is heavily on your mind. Or perhaps someone whose spirit is reaching out to yours across the ether, desperately trying to send you a message before they physically manifest in your reality. There is a massive energetic shift happening right now. A story of redemption, of harsh karmic lessons, and of a love that refused to die even when it was starved of light. Someone is realizing that you were the greatest love they have ever known, and the path they took away from you led them straight into the abyss. They are planning a return that is meant to last forever. Before we dive deep into the currents of this extraordinary connection, please remember that this is a general spiritual reading. Time is fluid, and energy is mutable. Take only the messages that resonate deeply within your soul, that make your heart physically react, and gently leave the rest behind for someone else. Let your intuition be your ultimate compass today. As I tune into the energy field surrounding you and this specific person, the very first vibration that hits me is a profound, almost echoing silence. There is a heavy withdrawal happening on their end. I am immediately seeing the energy of the hermit stepping into the light. This person has completely retreated into their own psychological cave. For the longest time, they were heavily distracted by the noise of the world, by ego-driven pursuits, and by the illusion that the grass was somehow greener somewhere else. But right now, they are in isolation. They have been forced into a deep state of soul-searching. The lantern of the hermit is illuminating all the dark corners of their past decisions, specifically the choices they made regarding you. They are realizing, with a devastating clarity, the magnitude of what they walked away from. You were the safe haven, the unconditional warmth, and they took that for granted. Now, in their solitude, your memory is the only thing keeping them warm. But why are they in this isolated state? What pushed them into this dark night of the soul? The energy shifts drastically here, becoming incredibly dense and suffocating as the devil makes its presence known. This is a very heavy, very toxic revelation. When they left your energy, or when things fell apart between you two, they did not step into happiness. Instead, they walked directly into a karmic trap. They became entangled with a situation, or more likely, a specific person, who carries a highly toxic, manipulative, almost psychopathic energy. They found themselves chained to an environment built on control, deceit, and brutal emotional warfare. They thought they were making a choice for freedom or excitement, but they essentially signed a soul contract with chaos. The devil card is showing me that they have been living in a personalized hell. They have been manipulated, drained of their life force, and stripped of their peace. They had to experience the absolute worst of the worst, the darkest shades of human behavior, to finally wake up and realize the pure, unadulterated value of what they had with you. You were the light, and they didn't appreciate the light until they were drowning in absolute darkness. Now, the dynamic is shifting. The chains are breaking. I am vividly seeing the imagery of the Eight of Cups. This person is no longer willing to bleed out in a situation that is emotionally bankrupt. They are turning their back on the toxic environment, leaving behind the empty cups of false promises and manipulation. They are walking away. It is a lonely walk, a difficult departure, because escaping an energy that heavy requires a massive amount of courage and strategic planning. They are plotting their exit in the dead of night, so to speak. They know that this toxic chapter has entirely drained them, and they are finally choosing to walk toward higher ground. They are choosing their own mental and spiritual survival. And as they walk away from the wreckage of their karmic mistakes, their internal compass is pointing violently, magnetically, straight back to you. But this is not just a simple exit. This involves serious, potentially legal or binding resolutions, brought forth by the absolute power of judgment. The trumpets are sounding in the spiritual realm. This is a cosmic wake-up call, a final karmic ruling. For many of you, this person is currently navigating a literal legal separation. Perhaps a divorce, the breaking of a lease, a massive career resignation, or the severing of a binding contract that kept them chained to that toxic entity. The Judgment card represents the ultimate finality. The universe has slammed the gavel. They are waiting on a final piece of paperwork, a final conversation, or a final legal decree to be completely 100% free. They are waiting for the exact moment they can shed their old, battered skin and step into a frequency where they actually deserve you. This isn't just about coming back. It's about a total rebirth of their character. While they are sitting in this waiting energy, anticipating the finality of their toxic release, their heart is completely consumed by the Six of Cups. This is where the emotional undercurrent of this reading becomes incredibly overwhelming. The Six of Cups is the ultimate card of nostalgia, soulmate remembrance, and pure, innocent love. They are replaying every single memory they have of you. They remember the sound of your laugh, the specific way you looked at them, the safety of your embrace. They are realizing that the connection they shared with you was the most genuine, untainted experience of their entire life. In a world full of manipulative people and hidden agendas, you were their sanctuary of truth. They look back at the past with an aching heart, desperately wishing they could turn back the clock, wishing they hadn't broken the sacred trust you offered them. They are literally haunted by your sweetness, by the purity of the bond that they were too blind to protect. And through this agonizing reflection, you have transformed in their eyes. You are no longer just an ex-partner or a past love. You have ascended. You are embodied by the breathtaking energy of the star. To them, you are the cosmic ideal. You are destiny. You are the profound healing energy that they believe can save them from the emotional scars they've accumulated. The star represents ultimate hope, divine guidance, and wish fulfillment. They see you as an untouchable goddess or god, shining brightly above the chaos of their current reality. They recognize that you have done your own healing. They see your glow, your elevation, your spiritual awakening. And honestly, it intimidates them slightly, but mostly it inspires a desperate reverence. You are their North Star. They know that to even stand a chance of being in your orbit again, they must be completely cleansed of the toxic residue of their past. They are putting you on the highest pedestal, realizing that you were a once-in-a-lifetime cosmic gift that they foolishly discarded. We are now looking at the closing of a massive, agonizing chapter signaled by the arrival of the world. The wheel has turned, the cycles are completing. The World card is the universe's seal of approval that a brutal karmic cycle has finally run its entire course. They have learned the hard lessons. They have paid their karmic debts. The universe is about to grant them the clearance to move forward. The waiting period is drawing to a rapid close. The shift you have been intuitively feeling, that sudden anxiety or sudden burst of heart chakra energy you've been experiencing out of nowhere, that is them. That is the energetic ripple of their cycle completing. They are standing at the threshold of a completely new paradigm, and the only person they want to step into this new world with is you. But here is where their behavior becomes incredibly interesting, and perhaps a little mysterious, because they haven't spoken to you, because they are still navigating the final ashes of their karmic tower. They are operating in the energy of the Page of Swords. They are the silent watcher. They are watching your every move from the shadows. If you have been wondering if they check your social media, yes, obsessively. They might be using burner accounts, looking at your stories indirectly, or asking mutual friends about you. They are deeply curious, highly alert, and gathering information. They are terrified that you might have completely moved on, that you might have given your beautiful heart to someone else while they were trapped in their karmic nightmare. The Page of Swords shows a nervous but calculated observation. They are studying your energy, trying to gauge if the door is completely bolted shut, or if there is a tiny crack of light still shining through for them. They are preparing their speech, rehearsing what they are going to say to you, because they know they only have one shot to get this right. Trust was shattered, and they know that words will not be enough. They need to come to you with absolute proof of their transformation. When they finally do break their silence, what is their ultimate goal? What are they bringing to the table? The energy swells powerfully here with the manifestation of the Ten of Cups. This is not a casual return. They are not coming back to test the waters or to offer a half-hearted apology. They want the absolute pinnacle of emotional fulfillment. The Ten of Cups is the happily ever after card. It is the rainbow after the darkest, most brutal storm. They want a family with you. They want a shared life, a shared home, a future filled with unshakable emotional security. They have realized that all the superficial desires that previously led them astray are entirely meaningless. At the end of the day, all they want is the warmth of your love, the peace of your presence, and a life built on mutual devotion. They are dreaming of a forever scenario, an unbroken bond where they can finally lay down their armor and be truly deeply loved for who they are. This desire for absolute permanence is solidified by the presence of the Hierophant. This card takes the emotional fantasy of the Ten of Cups and grounds it into a sacred, tangible reality. The Hierophant is the ultimate symbol of traditional commitment, of spiritual union, and of marriage. They don't just want to date you. They want to lock this connection down in the eyes of the divine in the world. They are seeking a deeply rooted, highly structured, long-term commitment. They want to make vows to you. They want to prove to you that they are ready to step up, be the partner you always deserved, and take on the sacred responsibility of protecting your heart. This is about stepping out of chaotic, fleeting energies and stepping into the role of a devoted, mature, and spiritually grounded partner. They want to build an empire of love with you, bound by loyalty and profound respect. And how is this all going to unfold? The moment that final string is cut from their past, the moment they are completely unchained, the energy goes from 0 to 100 with the Chariot. There will be no more hesitation, no more watching from the shadows. The Chariot is the energy of unstoppable, fiercely directed forward momentum. They are going to rush towards you with a singular, relentless focus. All the internal conflict, all the waiting, all the delays will vanish. They will overcome any distance, any obstacle, any fear of rejection to reach your door. When they come in, they are coming in hot, bringing all their passion, all their urgency, and all their hard-earned clarity directly to your feet. It will be a surprise. It will be sudden. They will pop out of nowhere, completely transforming the trajectory of your reality. The ultimate question, my beautiful chosen ones, is not if they are coming back. The cards have made that breathtakingly clear. The question is, when they arrive exhausted but transformed, holding their heart out to you, and offering you the forever you always deserved, will you be able to trust them again? Will you choose to open that door? Or have you grown too beautifully into your own power to look back? The choice, the ultimate power, belongs entirely to you. Please remember, beautiful souls, this is a tarot reading meant for spiritual guidance, reflection, and entertainment purposes. It is not a substitute for professional, legal, or psychological advice. Always trust your own magnificent intuition above all else. You are the supreme creator of your own destiny. Thank you so much for allowing me into your sacred space today. If this reading validated the whispers of your soul, if it brought you clarity or comfort, please hit that like button to claim this energy. Subscribe to the channel and join our spiritual family. And let me know in the comments below how this story is unfolding in your reality. I love you all so incredibly much. Keep shining your brilliant light, protect your precious energy, and I will see you in the next reading.